This is the start of an XXL long-term project. We will be working on this for a very long time, and I mean a very, very long time, to make progress. Why? Because we are trapped inside a world border that goes only one way. Our mission? Defeat the Ender Dragon. Oh, and hardcore mode is on. One death means losing everything. It's small, and I'm not talking about this project. I'm talking about the room I have in this border. Right now I only have one block available, but I can change that. By getting one level I increase the size of this border by one block. So this challenge is all about getting XP points. And to do that there are many ways. There's smelting, trading, mining ores and much more. But keep in mind we are stuck in this border and there's no way getting XP points. Except for killing mobs. But not any kind. Friendly mobs is very unlikely that they walk into my border, so we depend on hostile mobs like this one. But that will change later in the video, since I will build 3 different XP farms. This is 200 days in level equals border. But firstly we need to kill some monsters, therefore we will wait for the night. So the first day was over and the first night began. And I was just talking about that I don't want a certain kind of monsters, since skeletons and creepers are probably just instant death for me, since I can't do anything against them. So I was really unlucky, and I thought it was over, but for some reason he wasn't able to hit me. Oh my god, I survived. I take that. Okay, I actually survived that. That could have gone really wrong, but I was just lucky that he couldn't hit me. In the end it turned out fine and we got our first level. And shortly after the second monster arrived. And this time it was a zombie. Exactly the kind I want. And now we got the zombie. This is exactly what I want. Easy to kill. Lots of XP. This zombie gave me a half a level. And after killing it, the next one came, which was perfect timing, because dealing with 2 is quite hard. Okay, nice. We got the second level and a bigger area, and I have to say it's quite big actually. Which is a good thing, because the most dangerous part in this challenge is when the border is very small. After reaching level 2 I got some blocks so that I can build up if I have to. And then the next zombie came, but he wasn't alone. Oh my god. I think you get the reason why I don't like skeletons in this challenge. And I was lucky that I built a hole before. Also another reason for liking zombies is that they drop rotten flesh, or only food source for now. Nevertheless I went back up so that I can take advantage of the night. After all it was my only way to get XP points, and this fight of survival that will not change for now, until we get wood. And to put it in perspective, in the last try I played for 8 hours and wasn't able to get wood. And for me getting wood is hard work. Because I didn't want to make it too easy. The next tree is quite far away, so I was really lucky that in the next minute a lot of zombies were attracted by me. So I reached level 3 in 12 minutes, which was awesome. I was really lucky that so many monsters, especially zombies, came to me, considering that in the last try I was just able to reach level 8. And I didn't know at this point, but my luck wouldn't run out. The great spawn rate of the monsters just kept going. And it was no wonder that I reached level 4 and then level 5. It's almost unbelievable how many zombies I'm getting right now. It's crazy and really lucky. And with that the night was over. I tried to hit every zombie so that it counts as a player kill and gives me XP points. By the way, we are level 6 and it was a crazy successful night and a crazy number of zombies. I'm so happy and satisfied. Oh, actually level 7 now. And finally I can pick up the rotten flesh. And as you can see, food is a problem. So I collected all the rotten flesh and ate until I was full. And this was the first night, meaning we cannot do anything during the day. So I waited for the next night and hope that the next night will be as successful as the last one. Okay, it's the second night, because during the day I can't do anything at all. But I got some seeds, that's nice, but for now we can't do anything much with that. Yeah, but let's start the second night. One nice thing about a bigger border is that I can attract monsters to me easily, and digging a hole makes it impossible for getting hit by a spider, so that was easy. So for the first time in this project I was able to kill a spider and got new items, and then I was back killing zombies. And one of them had an iron sword, which made me hoping that he will drop it, since killing monsters with hand is boring. Well, he didn't drop, but I gained the next level. After the creeper exploded, I used my little trick to attract the zombie, and I thought everything would be fine, but then this happened. In the end everything was fine, I killed the zombie and then I attracted the skeleton into this hole, which made me possible to kill it without problems. Nice. And I think that's it for the night. But I will get one zombie more. I take that. And so for the last time of the second night, I got my last monster. I hoped I would reach level 9, but unfortunately it wasn't enough, and of course this creeper had to annoy me. So yeah, this night wasn't as successful. We only got one level more. And you need to keep in mind, the higher our level, the more difficult it will be to reach the next one. Giving this challenge a transition from killing mobs to building XP farms, which makes this challenge so unique. And then I looked at the nearest tree to see how many levels we need, and we needed about 5 levels more. Also I found a pillager outpost, meaning a village is also somewhere in the near. After that I just waited for the next night. In the third night I was immediately greeted by a zombie, which made me level 9, and 2 more just came along. A great start for the next night. After killing a spider and then another zombie, I talked a bit about the goals of this episode. Goal number 1 is getting wood, of course. We are working on it right now. It's just basically killing monsters to increase the border. After we got wood, I want to take care of our food problem. And I want to make a wheat field so that we have reliable food source. So I reached level 10 and I just kept going, getting XP points. And not long after I reached level 11. Level 11 is something special, because it means we reached the next important step. And this is reaching the leaves. But before we take care of the leaves, we kill the last monsters of the night. Ladies and gents, it's time. It's time to get some saplings. We only need to get lucky. We are here after 1 hour, so the pace is great. I can't complain. So we got 5 leaves block. Let's hope for a sapling. Nope. 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 Okay. So I wasn't lucky, but with the next level we will get new chances to get a sapling. But for that we need experience points. So therefore we need to wait for the night. Okay, this is the fourth night. And I believe it's the last night which I don't have wood. And maybe these two guys are already level 12. Let's see. So I started killing monsters again. And it didn't take long to reach level 12. But I just kept going. I wanted to use that night. And now I reach level 13, which gives us a lot of leaves. Okay, we are level 30 now. And I looked it up. We don't have wood yet, but with level 14 we get wood. And maybe we will reach that in this night. Great, we are level 40 now. That means we have wood. I'm 100% sure. So I reached level 14 and I just killed the rest of the zombie wave. I also reached level 15 doing that. Okay. Half a stack of rotten flesh. This is something. And we are level 15. That means we have wood. At this point, the challenge will change dramatically, and that so damn early in this challenge. And that's how I got my first wood. But fortunately, the border was big enough to get the second wood, so that I can craft a crafting table and have some wood spare left. So finally I had a crafting table. And the question was, what should I do with the wood? And I decided a hoe would be the best decision. Yeah, I'm crafting some sticks and then I'm crafting a hoe. Yeah, it's a weird start into this challenge, but at least I can achieve my second goal, making a wheat field. Nevertheless, we finally got a sapling and we can place it immediately. Also, I've killed some skeletons, so that means I can craft them into bone meal and grow the tree. Having wood is very important. We can now mine stone and then iron, so this is really great. And therefore I didn't hesitate and started mining this tree. From that I got 9 wood logs. So I placed the saplings, crafted a shield with the iron I got from the zombie. And now it's time for the most important item in this episode, the wooden pickaxe. This pickaxe will help us a lot. Even though we will use it only once, but it's always like this with the wooden pickaxe. So I got stone, crafted a stone pickaxe and throw the wooden pickaxe away. Do you guys know the saying, when a blind man gets healed, the first thing he does is throwing away his stick, which helped him his entire life? I never understood its meaning. After getting more stone, I crafted more stone tools, and this was the first time I had something to do during the day, like mining, which unlocked many options I hadn't before. But it also meant we were able to get XP points through different ways. Ooh. Our first iron. We found our first iron. It's nice to do something other than kill monsters, and as you can see, our inventory is developing rapidly, and that's only because of wood. Let's get the iron and see how many we get. After not mining this one iron ore, I went back up, crafted a furnace and started melting the iron. Also, it was almost nighttime again. That meant farming zombies, and for that I used 5 out of 6 iron ingots I had and crafted a sword and a pickaxe. So I've got an iron sword, a shield and an iron pickaxe, so I feel pretty prepared for the night. Only 3 hits, that's awesome. After getting a carrot from the zombie, I realized something. It was just a question of time until I get a friendly mob in my border. After that I got a bit of wood and used that to make some coal and crafted it into torches so that the plants can grow overnight. Since killing monsters is still our main source for XP points, I used as much as possible and I reached level 17. This is the first time I killed a creeper, and I guess that's a sign of progress, because normally I let them explode from a safe distance. Ooh. To the end of the night, the Minecraft god gifted us a bow, which is pretty nice, but it's not the greatest. But it's still nice to have. For the next day I wanted to make some preparations, but before that I found a sheep in my border, but it went outside, so I got wheat, but that was then too late. It didn't bring me down mentally, but it brought me down physically. And I started farming iron, but I heard some water sounds, so I looked for a cave. Finding a cave is a huge win for us, because we can mine ores pretty easily. But not only that, we finally have a source of water. And I kept looking and I found a cave without water. I immediately found some iron, which is very valuable. After farming the iron, I went back up and got some wood so that I can craft a chest. Also I crafted a bucket and then I went back down again to fill it up. Okay, this is my last rotten flesh. That means if I go up, I have to take care of my food problem. And this is really important. Yoo-hoo, level 19. Yep, it's night, so that means farming monsters and nothing else. Oh, a nice surprise, we found coal. Since we didn't have enough iron, I couldn't craft iron armor and it almost costed me my life twice. Not only is missing armor a problem, but also food. Once again, I didn't have any rotten flesh left. And my farm wasn't big enough to produce bread yet. And after reaching level 20, I decided to call it and went into a hole and waited for the day, so that I can increase the size of my field. Well, at least I've got some food right now, but it's not enough. And we don't have that many bones, that's why let's kill this guy. We need a lot of wood for our first XP farm, so let's get some wood. It won't be enough, but it's a start, and step by step we will get enough wood. But right now I don't have trees in my border anymore. And let's get some seeds so that we can increase our wheat field. Food is right now top priority. And now we can place the seeds, and the field is now double as big. I've increased the field by 30 seeds, but one is missing. So now we've got coal and iron, so that means we can craft iron armor, but unfortunately we don't have enough for full iron armor and the sun sets, so it's better to have some iron armor pieces than having none. Lost. So I went back farming XP points by killing monsters, and I even found more coal through a creeper explosion. Come here, little pig. I've got a juicy carrot for you. Wait, that's how not weird. For some reason I wasn't able to get the pig, and then I got attacked by a big zombie wave, and I realized even with iron armor it's still quite dangerous. This monster wave helped me to reach level 21 and later 22. But what's important is that we have rotten flesh finally. Yeah, that's a relief. Okay, I think that's it for the 5th or the 6th night, I'm not sure, but I have to say that we don't make as much progress as I would like, and that's because of little things like we don't have food, then we increase the field, and then I want to farm some iron, it's not enough for a complete iron armor, and then I want to farm some wood, but we have only this number of trees in our border. It's the little things, you know. So I went back down to the cave, but because my shield broke and I don't have enough food, I went up without getting iron. At least we have some bones now, and that means food. Now finally I got some wheat, and now we can craft some bread, which is pretty nice. It was enough for 7 bread. It's not much, but it's alright. After getting a bit of bread, I decided to go down once more and farmed some iron, but then my iron sword broke. Therefore I had to become a bit creative to kill some monsters. Well, that didn't work out as planned. But I'm pretty sure I used my shield just in time. Well, I'm scared now, so I don't want to waste my time here, and I will go up soon. Also, that was a really close call. Okay, now we have a sword that I have to use now, and soon we will get a new iron pickaxe. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to use the bone meal to get more food. Then I used all my bone meal to get as much bread as possible, which was only 2, and then I went back killing monsters. And by doing that I found a zombie on the chicken, so I killed the zombie and put the chicken in safety. So it just needs to lay some eggs and we have another source of experience points. This was the last monster of the night, and we even reached level 25. Killing monsters isn't only good for getting XP points, but also for getting rotten flesh and bones, so that we have enough food. For the XP farm we need blocks, actually quite a lot of them, and we have 16. Well, that's not nearly enough. Let's start getting wood. After getting rid of all the trees, I went back mining, searching for iron, but I found redstone and almost my death instead. For some reason I wasn't able to get out of this weird cycle. I wasn't able to get some things done. Always being hungry, always doing just a bit, but not nearly enough. So I had enough and decided to do something against it. And the biggest flaw I had was the size of my field. It was just too small, so I increased the size double as much than before once more. But before I could gain the fruits of my work, I was once more in danger. I mean, if I had food, then I wouldn't be in this situation. And I'm surprised I still don't have a reliable food source. For some reason, this challenge became harder the more I progressed, and I really couldn't explain that. It was just a bit weird. But the first thing we do is collecting some wood, because we need it for our mob farm. We don't need especially wood, but some blocks, and then we don't need much for the mob farm. So I started with the preparations for the mob farm. But while doing that, I found something else. Ooh, I got a sheep in my border. It's finally happening. Our first sheep. This is some great news. I'm so much closer to breeding. I just need one more sheep or one more pig. But for some reason I struggled to get the sheep into this hole. And on top I was attacked by phantoms. And I'm still the opinion that this is the worst mob in Minecraft. I hate them. And of course, while dealing with the monsters, the sheep escaped. Okay, the phantoms are gone, the night is over, and I farmed all the wood that I could in this border. And the next thing we do is something very important. I thought it would be enough, this field, but this food source is not nearly enough. I'm almost always hungry, and that's why we double the size of this field now. So here we are. We have now a really big field and it should be definitely enough. Finally I had a decent size of a wheat field, which would make things so much easier. So I farmed some wheat and got 16 bread out of it. And then I started grinding for XP points again. And this night I used it to the fullest. I was able to kill quite a lot of monsters because this time I had enough food. And even though I farmed quite a lot of monsters, I just reached level 29, so 2 levels. This was the effect that it gets exponentially harder to reach the next level. And this is just the beginning. The next day I just was doing some small things. Mining a bit of coal, farming a bit of wood, and farming iron. But once again I didn't have enough food in this cave, so I just mined to the bedrock and then I went back up. Up there I made some preparations, I got some bread and mined some wood and crafted an iron pickaxe, and this time I was better prepared going mining. I couldn't find any in the cave before, except for 2. The border didn't get that much bigger, therefore I need to do some strip mining like the old-fashioned way. What I wanted to try to find was iron, so I mined until my iron pickaxe almost broke and found some iron, and hopefully it was enough for some pans. Oh, it's only 3, so basically we didn't gain any iron ingots since I just crafted a new pickaxe, which just broke now. Great. So I went up again, smelted the iron and crafted a new iron pickaxe so that I can go back down again, and I mined until I found this. I found a cave. I don't know if I know that cave, but I didn't find any iron till now, but hopefully that will change now. So I went into this cave hoping to find a lot of iron, and it didn't take long until I saw the first iron. Okay, so let's get all the resources in this cave and then we go up, and I think we should have enough wood or blocks to build our mob farm. Okay, it wasn't that much, but at least we got 8 iron ore and some coal, and then I will start building the mob farm. So I have my leggings, so let's start building the structure of the base of the mob farm. So I started building the most iconic and the most basic mob farm ever. You only need some blocks and some water and some trapdoors, and that's it. So the structure is standing. Now we need to place some trapdoors and and water, and then it's ready to go. Okay, I guess that's it. I'm finished building, and it wasn't that exhausting, I guess. It's pretty easy to build and you can do it very fastly. I also placed some water. So, finally, the mob farm is completely done. Now, the only thing missing are the mobs. This mob farm will be inefficient. I want to start with a very simple farm and end up with the most advanced one. And the only thing left to do is waiting and see if the mobs are spawning. But before I waited, I just farmed the field, since this was the first time I got a lot of wheat. This is the first time. Oh! Our first monster in the mob farm. Wow. I'm impressed. After building this XP farm, I crafted quite a lot of bread, and then I just wanted to go offline, AFK, but the next monster spawned. Ooh, the next monster? It's not that bad, is it? I mean, it does its job. It's nice to gain some XP during the day, which was only possible through the cave or melting. But now I can one click and get some XP points. Click. Actually, it's better than I expect. I expected the worst. So I wanted to AFK during the night. Before that, I was able to get the first sheep, meaning if I get another sheep, I can start breeding. So I made sure that the sheep can't escape, and then I started killing some monsters again, and I almost paid with my life. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I guess that's it for now. I will see you later, and maybe I'm wrong, and I will see tomorrow a lot of monsters in this place. I'm going to be AFK now. A lot of time has passed, so I'm gonna see if we got some monsters in the mob farm, but I definitely can hear some monsters, but I'm not sure if it's for my mob farm. Oh! It's actually better than I expected. It's not that many, but we got a couple of them, which is really nice. It's also the worst mob farm or XP farm we will build. So I started killing the mobs in this mob farm, and I hoped for level 35. So we got 1.5 levels, which is pretty nice. After building the XP farm, I just kept killing monsters in this night, and there were so many that I almost reached level 37. Well, the farm is working, which is really nice. And to be honest, yeah, it just makes me a bit happy to see a monster in my mob farm. So nice. Just one click to get some XP points. Since the border is so big, I was able to get the second sheep. Let's go! Oh, this is very nice. We got 2 sheeps now. Finally! It took so long. I mean, we have a huge area, and it took us so long to get 2 sheeps. And we got another creeper. Oh my god, we can start breeding. Oh my god. I can't believe this. And we reached level 37, which is the cherry on top. This is another source of XP. I could increase the size of my mob farm, but I don't think we should invest our time and effort and materials into this farm. After wondering what I should do, I decided to build a cage for the sheeps. So that's done. The only thing missing are the sheeps. And then I wanted to accelerate the breeding, but in the end I just wasted a whole stack of wheat. After wasting a lot of food, I went back mining for iron, but I found something very exciting instead. And I see a lot of iron, which is very nice, because I really need it. This unexplored part of the cave contained quite a lot of iron, but I also found this. Oh my god. We found some diamonds. Oh my god. Let's go. Finally, some diamonds. Now I got a real reason for an iron pickaxe. So let's just do one real quick down here. This is so nice. We are making some real progress here. The mob farm, the sheep, the iron and other materials. Oh, this is awesome. So here we are. For the first time in this challenge, we have diamonds. I think we got 2. Oh no, it's more. Nice. After mining the diamonds, I realized I was here before. I just overlooked the diamonds. Then I mined some redstone and then I went back up. I'm done with mining and it was very successful. And we got 47 iron ore, 8 gold ore and 4 diamonds. So nice. Then I grabbed the carrot and got my second pig, which meant we can also start breeding pigs, not only sheeps. So I gotta do a cage for them as well. And boom. And now we can start breeding them as well. It's nice to have 2 kinds of friendly mobs. Welcome back to this awesome challenge. A project where every level expands the border by 1 block. And let's be honest here. In the first episode, in the first 20 hours, we had a great start. We were able to reach level 39, we got iron armor, we got a stable food source, and we got our first mob farm. Even though it's a bit inefficient, but yeah. But as you can see, it's working, so it's doing its job. I just need to wait until enough monsters spawn. Nevertheless, in the beginning I had to expand the border by killing mobs, and that was just basically the only way, but this is the start of an era of XP farms. Okay, stop. I need to explain something. To reach the first level we need 7 XP points, but we are level 39 now. So that means we need 147 XP points to reach the next level. And it gets exponentially harder, and therefore we depend on XP farms. And that's why we will build 2 farms in this episode. Also, since the border is pretty small, we can't just build crazy farms yet, because we are missing the items we need. And I want to get right into it, because I want to build a very little XP farm, and this is what you need, so it's not much. So let's get right into it. So I went to work and got all the items I need, but to be honest, it wasn't work at all. I already had all the items I need. But unfortunately, we only got 1 iron ingot, and that's not... No, we got 6. And that's not enough. Okay, we got 31. So we can build it now. Since I got all the items, I started crafting a hopper, an iron trapdoor, an iron plate, a note block, and that was just it. And then I started building. So that's the construction of this mini XP farm. It's basically a fishing farm, and we won't just use it once since it's very inefficient. It has a big flaw because you need a fishing rod to use it, and fishing rods break. You could use mending, but then mending uses XP points, so that's useless. After building this XP farm, I didn't hesitate to try it. And it's an AFK farm, so you can be offline. So I used it until my fishing rod broke. Okay, so I waited for half an hour and we almost got a full level. We reached level 40 and the fishing rod is almost will break soon. Yeah, perfect timing. So, and to be honest, I'm actually quite happy with the output I got. It means we get almost 2 levels in 1 hour, but I told you that it has a big flaw. The WAD breaks and then it doesn't work anymore. And that's a huge problem. We can't use it overnight. But while waiting, I think I found a solution, but I will come back later to that. So I found a solution which made it possible to use this XP farm overnight. But at first I got some wheat from my farm and used that on my sheeps and then on the pigs. And while doing that, I talked about the goals of this episode. So the first goal is that I will build another XP farm, and I don't know yet what kind. It has to be possible in this project. I want to go into the nether in this episode. That would be very important to me, and it shouldn't be a problem. To be honest, I didn't make any plans before recording. So I made the plans on the spot. That caused me huge problems later on in this video. Nevertheless, I increased the size of my field so that I can grow carrots as well. And then I checked the border and was surprised how big it already is. Oh, look how close we are to the pillager fortress outpost and to the sugarcane, which will become important later on. Sugarcane will play a very important role in this project. It's actually so crucial that it determines which farm we will build next. And that one will be our most important farm. This is something we will build today. But before that, we want to go into the nether because there's also something what we really need. Well, anyway, let's see if we got some lava, since we need obsidian for a nether portal. I think we should have some. After going down, I realized that it wasn't so sure that we got enough lava. Okay, we are back in the cave and I don't see... I got 1 block lava and we got some gold over there. Let's get it. And that's how I got distracted. And instead of looking for lava, I started mining. So I got the gold. And then I found diamonds, which were basically on the border, but after that I didn't find anything new, so I went down a bit more and started mining in hopes finding a cave. And I was lucky. I heard some zombie noises and then found this. Hey, I found something. Let's hope it's a new cave. Ah, okay. This is new, right? Okay, we got more gold here. Ah, we got some lava. Nice. So I got really lucky that I got enough lava in my border. That's quite a lot of lava. I think it might be enough for another portal. Yeah, it's definitely enough. Nice. This is awesome. But since I was down here, I used that opportunity to get more materials. That means redstone, some lapis, and fortunately diamonds. And I reached level 41. Ooh, more diamonds. And level 41. Oh, awesome. 2 diamonds. Nice. And then I took care of the lava. Therefore I crafted another bucket so that I need to go up and down only 5 times instead of 10. Okay, that's it. We got all the lava we need and now we can start building nether portal. That was the last obsidian. This is a great success for this project. We can go into the nether. We have a nether portal. So I didn't hesitate and went right into it. And there was a surprise. Oh shit. We are in the nether fortress. Oh, that's so great. Damn, that's perfect. I'm just realizing that's the jackpot. Because now I can get the blazes, and blaze swords are not for Eye of Ender, but for something else. and we got the place. What? Oh my god, that's so perfect. After getting this very important item, I explored the fortress a bit and found 2 chests. We got a chest here. Another one. But since we are restricted by the border, I couldn't explore that much, but I found this. Oh, we got nether wards. Awesome. Not only can we get place wards in the nether, but we can also take advantage of that. Now that we can go into the nether, we can also farm quartz, which gives so much XP, but it's a finite source. So it's nice to have, but it's not perfect. Ah yeah, we can also start trading with piglins. They can give a couple of useful things. So I was done with exploring the nether fortress. Now it was time to go back. Even though it was just a short period of time, still have business to do in the nether. Now we can craft a brewing stand, which is essential for this challenge. Okay, let me explain why this is so important. We need villagers, and the best way to get it is by using zombie villagers and turning them into normal villagers. And for that we need golden apples and a potion of weakness. And therefore we need a brewing stand. What we also need is sugar, and therefore sugar cane. So the next task is to get sugar. There are 2 ways to get it. One is through sugarcane, but that's still quite far away. So I had to grind for some levels. And I honestly underestimated that, and it took me so much longer than I expected. And the other way would be that the witch drops a sugar, but that's rather unlikely. So I went to work and I used all the ways to get XP. Breeding, killing hostile mobs, killing friendly mobs, and of course quartz. Doing that I reached level 43, then I was able to bait a new mob into my border. Yeah, got a cow, maybe 2. Come on. Yeah. Hey, nice. We got cows, nice. Then the next thing happened for getting a villager. Oh, we got a zombie villager. Finally, I've been waiting for you. So I crafted a boat and put him into that, so that he doesn't despawn. We just need 1 sugar and 1 brown mushroom, and then we are able to turn him into a villager. And I reached the next level by killing some sheeps and a zombie. Okay, I got at least 1 level, but that's not enough. Not knowing what to do, I decided to go mine. Oh, redstone. I also used the night and killed some monsters so that I get XP points. And I also found another villager, so I kept him. Nice, we got 2. Now we only need the fermented eye. I can get the mushroom probably in the nether, but sugar is problematic. Except if I keep grinding for levels, then it shouldn't be a problem. Well, I did exactly that, but it was a problem because it took so much longer than I expected. Level 45, nice. I love that sound. Ah, it was worth going up. Nice. Got mushrooms. And that's how I got brown mushrooms. And the only left thing to find is sugar. This is a good place to farm some quartz. And we are... Yes, level 46. Nice. Okay, here we have a lot of piglins, so I got an idea. It's a bit dangerous, but that should be fine. So I found the most flat and open area in my border, and I used that to my advantage. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's perfect. And that's how I found another way to farm XP efficiently. And it had more potential than I thought at the beginning. Man, it works better than I thought. But still, my favorite way to farm XP is through quartz. And I found an area where I wasn't before. Nice. More quartz. Level 47. Quartz is such a nice XP boost. It's always worth it. And I did the piglin and quartz combi until I reached level 48 and level 49. Level 49. Okay, I think that is a sign to go back and see how close we are to the sugarcane. And at this moment I realized we still had a lot of work to do. This was a weird transition from grinding XP points and building XP farms. It's still far away. Nevertheless, I found another zombie villager and I found a part of the nether fortress which I didn't explore. And I think that's level 50. Just listen. And I kept grinding quartz and pigmen until I reached level 51 and then 52. And we are about to hit 24 hours in this challenge. And here we go. We have 24 hours in this challenge, awesome. After hitting the 24-hour mark, it was time to upgrade our XP farm, so that it becomes possible to farm XP points overnight. Since grinding for XP points like this takes too much time, so in hopes that we get enough levels to reach the sugarcane. And I would say let's start upgrading this XP farm. I already mentioned that I found a solution to the problems this XP farm has, and I think it should work. Okay, we need 2 dispensers and 1 dropper. For that we need a bit of redstone, and we need a lot of strings for the fishing rods. So I crafted dispensers and droppers, and then I crafted 4 redstone repeaters, and we need some hoppers. I think only 1 more. We already got 1, so I think this is enough. Then we can fill the hoppers and dispensers and droppers with fishing rods. So I used all my strings for fishing rods, and now we got 9, 18, 23, 28. 28 fishing rods. 1 fishing rod is 1/2 hour using time, basically. So that means we can use this XP farm for 14 hours. That's enough. And now there's just one thing missing, and that's a clock. I'm going to build a little clock here, and then everything should work, I hope. Okay, the clock is working. Let's do a test run. After seeing this, I thought it's working, until I saw this. Oh shit. Hell. That was not... Okay. But after changing the dispensers with poppers, everything worked. Okay, now it's working. I just need to find a way to block this, but I can use stairs. So yeah, that's not a problem. It was my own design, so I was worried it wouldn't work. But in theory, every time my rod breaks, I get a new one, and the circulation of the fishing rods makes sure that these items don't despawn. And also this here is filtration basically. All the fish and all the crap that I don't need gets filtered by this, so that I don't pick up this item and uses this slot. But before I really used the XP farm, I wanted to grind a bit more because I didn't want to sleep yet. And that's how I reached level 54 and then 55. I guess I won't get it today. That's fine. If my XP farm works, then I will get sugarcane tomorrow for sure. And I think it's time to use it. And while I sleep, I'm farming XP points. Okay, let's do it. I will see you tomorrow. Let's see if everything works fine. I hope so. I expect 18 level. We are right now level 55. So I went to sleep and I didn't know at this point, but I got much less levels than I expected. Okay, I'm back and I'm delighted to see that it's still working. So let's see how many levels we got. We are level 59 and I'm okay with that. It's much less than I expected. I guess my calculations were wrong, but we are level 59. I don't remember which level I was before. And we got some fish, some food, which is nice. Let's stop the clock. Oh wait, I think we can actually kill some mobs here. Yeah, should. Yeah, it's quite a lot. I was lucky that in my first XP farm there were 3 witches, so I had a chance to get sugar. And we got 3 witches. Maybe one of them will drop something nice. Nope. Nope. I was greatly disappointed in that because one day before I was sure that we would get the sugarcane and I was so wrong about how little the border grew overnight, but it grew just enough for me to find this. Oh! There's a village! Let's go! This village is not that far away. It will take some time until I reach that, but damn, at least I got a village. That also means we can get totems of undying at one point, at least. I can't believe that I'm struggling because of sugar. That also meant it was time to grind again, and I need to get as many levels as possible, and I reached level 61 by breeding. And since I didn't have a better way to grind for XP points, I did it in the old-fashioned way, by killing mobs. So I killed 21 monsters and I only got a half a level, to put it in perspective. How hard it is to make some progress when you are level 61. And that's a huge problem. This is a phase where I'm not able to build XP farms yet, but I'm so close to it. And the only way to build XP farms is just getting levels. But I only got a couple of options left that are very time consuming. And that means killing hostile mobs, friendly mobs, breeding. Sometimes I went mining, farming quartz and killing pigments. And that's basically all the options I had. And I had to increase the border so that I can get sugarcane and build the next farm. This phase was very boring and we didn't make that much progress. I just had to keep going until I reached 63 and so on. And to that, it just caught me off guard that the XP farm didn't give me enough XP, so I had to farm like this. Since the border got bigger, I can now farm more quartz, so that's the reason why I'm here again. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I should get at least, I don't know, 3 levels or something. So I went farming quartz, and surprisingly I found quite a lot of spots where I wasn't before, and that's just because I couldn't reach it before. But thanks to the border getting bigger, I was able to reach them. And between I was farming some pigments and even reaching level 64 by doing that. And then I went back farming quartz, but I actually found something surprising. Huh? We have a chicken? Okay. Then come with me. Yeah. That's great. I got a chicken. I don't kill my chicken, yo. Having a chicken can be great, because you can build some nice farms with that mob. And now we got almost all important friendly mobs. The problem is I don't know if you can build a XP farm with that, but I think it should be possible. Don't. But it turned out getting that chicken back to the overworld was more problematic than I expected. Especially when I went back. Everyone was waiting for me, except the chicken. Lol. Get in! But in the end I was able to get the chicken. After this disruption I went back farming quartz, and I'm still surprised how many spots I didn't farm. But I also went great lengths to get quartz. Like an example, I tried to get it all by building up and getting the quartz from the roof. But it was rewarding because I was able to reach level 65. But I also realized I can't keep going like this. I needed some change. Especially after checking how many levels I need for the sugarcane. Oh man, we are so close. But still, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 levels. We need 9 levels still. Oh, that can take quite some time. Oh shit. After this realization, I did the only correct thing. I went back to my XP farm, went offline and did some research to find the best way to farm XP in our situation. Okay, we reached level 66 through the fishing XP farm, and here we can get more XP, but unfortunately there were no witches, so no sugar. I need to find a way to get the last 7 or so levels. It's much harder than expected to get these sugar canes, but maybe I should try to get the XP through piglins, and maybe we can increase the efficiency of our piglin farm, basically by just increasing the size of it or making it flat. I'm not sure how much better it will get, but I have to try. I'm still missing 6 levels and I really want the sugarcane. It's time. I'm just Humpty Dumpty trying to get some levels. It has to get better. And for that I only need some pickaxes. Therefore let's go into the nether and go to my XP farm. This is it. The problem is it's not very flat and open, but it's the best I have. And to increase the efficiency, I need to get rid of all this. Yeah, that's going to be fun, but it will take a lot of time. So I'll see you later. And that's what I did. I made an area for the pigmen so that they can spawn. It costed me 10 stone pickaxes, but it was worth it. And actually it didn't take that long. Okay. I increased the size and I think it got better. Look how many piglins we have. We are almost level 67. There we go. The border increased a bit more. I think the efficiency got better, so that's great. Actually, it's way better than I thought. I thought, yeah, it's a lot of work and not really worth it, but it's not that bad, to be honest. I didn't see the potential first in this farm, but the more I tested it, the more I understood that I had the solution for my problems all this time. I guess I will just keep grinding here until, I don't know, reach level 73. Yeah, I guess I will see you later, guys. Okay, we are about to reach level 74. And then I will check if we reach the sugarcane. And if we do, that's huge. That's a success for this project, and we will do a lot with that. But before that, I just had to kill all the hostile mobs, and there were so many that I almost reached another level. Okay, let's go back to the overworld and check. I think we should get it with level 74. If not, then that's fine too. That just means I have to grind a bit more. Okay, I think we should see it from here. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Yes! Yes! We got sugarcane! Let's go! Oh, yeah. That's a great success. Oh, let's go! I need one and craft it into sugar. And now we can start brewing Potion of Weakness. And Potion of Weakness is very useful to us since we can turn these guys into villagers. So we need sugar, spider eye and brown mushroom, and then we can craft this, and then we need a bit of sand. Then we smelt it. Okay, we got 3 glass, and then we use it for glass bottles, and then I think we only need to do this, right? Yeah. No. Oops. Lost. We of course need water bottles. Okay, perfect. We have Potion of Weakness, but it needs to be throwable, if that's a word. Okay, perfect. I was extremely happy to get sugarcane and therefore Potion of Weakness, and now I got everything I need to get villagers. I crafted a golden apple and then I was ready to go. Now we can use the potions and the golden apples. I poured them together, so now I should get all of them. After that, I try to separate them so that they don't attack each other when one of them turns into a villager. No! So, now it's perfect. And now we just gotta wait, and then we have villagers. And villagers are in one thing very good: trading. I don't think I need to explain why villagers are so important in this project. First, they give you a lot of different items, and second, they give you XP by trading. Also, I'm already planning on the next farm, which will be OP. But before that, I reached level 75 and I built roofs above the zombie villagers so that they don't burn. And then finally I got the achievement I've been waiting for. Let's go! We got the first one. There it is. The first villager. Awesome. And we got the next one. Now only this guy. Let's go, baby! We got 3 villagers and now we can start breeding them. And then we can build our next farm. which will be very useful in various ways. So I'm excited. This was a huge milestone in this project. And the next farm will be probably our most important one, because it combines trading with XP. But before that, I had to increase the number of villagers. So I built a room for breeding. Okay, I poured them into their new homes. It's yeah, very beautiful. And now we only need food. Okay, here you go. You can start now. Oh, oh, am I interrupting? Okay, it's working. Nice. And now that the villagers are breeding, we can start building our next farm. Okay, we need some items, but not much. We only need 32 glass, and then we need to get 3 hoppers. That should be doable. I'm also using a design from Voltrox, so that you know. So I got all the necessary items. The beds, the signs, the glass, and of course the hoppers. I think I'm using the hoppers from my other farm, so that I don't need to do some mining. I got all materials I need except for lava, so I'm going down and then come back up with lava. Ah, wait, I just can use the nether. That's so much easier. Okay, now we got everything. And I think I will do it in this corner. The farm is very easy to build. At first I needed a platform in the air, then I placed some beds on it, and then I encircled the beds with a wall of stone and glass. As I did that, I found an old friend. Lol. You can get a dog. Let's go. How random. So I got the bones and tamed the dog. Now I wasn't alone anymore. We got a dog. That dog won't be very useful in this project, but still it's nice to have. Maybe you can write a name in the comments for the dog. But then I got back to the most important part. Getting the villagers into this chamber. But unfortunately it's always a nightmare to do. Especially when I'm killing a villager by accident. I wanted to use the boat. God damn it. I need a new one. Please. Thank you. After this accident, everything went smoothly. I brought 2 villagers back to my farm, and then I had to wait for the night. It's a foolproof plan because they would go up because there's a bed. Yo, wait. But after that it was no problem to get the villagers into this room. So now I got the 2 villagers in the farm. Now they need food. Now we need a layer here. Now I built the room where iron golems can spawn and die. This is, by the way, an iron farm. It has a lot of use for us. Only the signs, the water and the lava was missing. And basically the iron farm is done. We just have to wait long enough so that we get enough villagers. But after that we can get some iron. But I wanted to increase the efficiency of my farm. So I killed the iron golem to get iron and then crafted some rails and built this. After I was done with the structure, I just had to bring a zombie. So I got a helmet and gave it a zombie so that he doesn't burn. But then this happened. Hey yo. No. I just waited for the next night and then it was no problem to get another zombie. That was the last thing I had to do, and now the iron farm was done. I think it's done. That's the iron farm. Ah, shit. I forgot this. I forgot to place a block, and that's why the iron golem was able to spawn somewhere where he wasn't supposed to. But after placing the block and getting rid of the iron golem, I was done. Okay. I think it should be working now. I hope. And then I went offline for a short time to see if this farm is working. And if I got iron in my chest, then everything is fine. And let's see if it's working or not. And how many iron we got. Oh, okay, yeah. Over a stack. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Awesome. Now finally I have enough iron for armor. And we can do so much with that. Okay, let me shortly explain. A villager can give you an iron trade, and since we have infinite iron, we can get infinite emeralds, which also means we can get infinite XP since trading gives you XP, and also we have emeralds for other trades. Okay, I think we need the armor for the iron trade, if I'm not wrong. So I got the blast furnace. And then I have fletching table for the stick trade, and then I farmed some wood so that I have enough emeralds to upgrade the armor. Okay, I think and I hope that's enough. Okay, I got 12. Oh, I don't know. No, it's not enough. So I farmed more wood. Then I upgraded the armor and got 41 more iron in the iron farm, and then I went back to the villagers and unfortunately he had the wrong trade. Oh, he has a... oh no. This was also the moment where I realized of an existence of another iron trade. God damn it. I should use the toolsmith, not the armorer. So once more I farmed wood to get a cheaper iron trade. Okay, so he should give me now the iron trade to 100%. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I didn't. How many XP did we got? Yeah, it's a bit, right? So I was finally done with all the goals today. The circle is complete. I can get iron and I can trade it. But this what you're seeing is just the beginning. Because we don't use it to the full potential here. But that's a goal for the next episode. So the next time we will scale up the production and everything else, so that everything is better. We also will buy all the great items that the villagers can offer. And if you don't want to miss out, then smash that subscribe button. And we did a lot of work today and we made some progress, even though it took a lot of time. But we got a nether portal, we got villagers, and we got the iron farm. Thank you for watching.